Okay, we're going to try to get started here. Can you hear me? Okay, we're going to go over some rules first, so please pay attention so you know how things are going to work. So we're going to have 10 rounds, just single elimination tournament. You've seen the brackets. We're going to have 12 toss-up questions per round. I'll try to tell you which toss-up question we're on. We'll have our two teams up here. When I read a toss-up question and you think you know it, you buzz in. You each have a little plunger thing. Then I will call on you. Toss-up questions we don't discuss with our teammates. If you're correct, then your team gets 10 points and you get a bonus question. The bonus you can discuss between your teammates. The captain's gonna sit on the chair closest to me, and the captain needs to tell me your final answer for your bonus question. For toss-up questions, you get 5 seconds after I get done reading the question. So if a team buzzes in and they're incorrect, the other team gets a chance and they get 5 seconds to buzz in. But once you buzz in, I expect your answer pretty quickly. Bonus questions, you get 25 seconds. If a toss-up question is math, I'll give you 25 seconds as well. Let's see here. So we'll have 12 toss-up questions. If a bonus question doesn't get answered by a team correctly, I'm going to say audience, and if you think you know the answer, you're going to stand up. I will call on people to see if you know the answer. If you know the answer, you get a treat if Mr. Lester hasn't eaten them all. We have trail mix, fruit snacks, Oreos, and apple juice. I have Mr. Ferris over here right now and Mr. Coakley over here. So they'll hand you your snack. Please try to tell them what you want so they don't have to tell you the choices all the time. Also, if both teams don't get a toss-up question, I'll also say audience. Any questions? And we do have quite a few rounds. We're going to go 4 rounds and then take like a 5-minute break. We'll do 3 rounds, a 5-minute break, and another 3 rounds. But if we're very cooperative and we get done sooner, we get out of school earlier. So let's make sure we're listening, okay? Okay, let's have the first 2 teams down. We're going to have the Quizzards and the team that shall not be named.
Hello and welcome to the 2019 Interschooler Quiz Bowl. My name is Sam Buss and I'm joined by Eli Waring on the mic. First teams will have the Quizzards and the team that shall not be named.
It's a good matchup here, going with the Harry Potter theme.
Quizzards look like they're headed by Madeline Herrefeld. Teacher is Mr. Scheil. Over here on the team that shall not be named, we have Mr. Ferris, the math expert, with team captain Simon Rother.
Yeah, on bonus, I'll give you a 5-second warning.
The winner of this match will play the Boone Squad.
Okay, round 1 here. Toss-up number 1. Make sure you're listening. These are all names of what? Glamorous Glennis, Memphis Belle. Yes, Simon? Those are not flowers. Spruce Goose, Enola Gay. Yes. Those are not trees. Audience. Brady, those are planes.
The first toss-up goes to the audience. Brady coming in.
Interesting fact, that is a whole team right there that just answered, all by myself, Brady.
Toss-up number 2. Between 1881 and 1914, many European powers were competing to colonize what continent? What continent? Yes. Africa is correct.
First point will go
So they get 10
to the
points
team that
and
shall
then
not
they
be
get a
named.
bonus question. This is your bonus question. Sardines were named originally because they were plentiful around what Mediterranean island? Sardinia.
Very good. They get all 15
Hey,
points
this
right
is
there on their
toss-up
second
number
question.
3.
Power move.
Oh, thank you. What adjective applies to any waste with properties that make it capable of harming human health? Yes. I am not going to take that.
Mr. Ferris ain't quite right there.
It'll go to the
Yes,
Quizzards.
Madeline. That is not what I have.
Neither team can get this one. It's going to go to the audience.
What adjective applies to any waste with properties that make it capable of harming human health?
We have a couple standing.
Philip, thank you. Not harmful, Boston? No? Hazardous. I'll go with hazardous.
Connor Bartles gets that one correct.
Hazardous is the answer.
I'm going to claim him on that. My team, we are the Avian Assassins.
Toss-up
They will
number
play
4.
us in the final round of
Haley
the
Beefy set
final
a new
matchup
school
of the first
record
round.
in track. It was in triple jump. I was going to ask which event it was.
Wow, a quick buzz there before the answer.
Really quick. A freshman at that.
Yes.
This is your
they
bonus.
appear a little nervous.
During what colonial war did the British first occupy Quebec and Montreal?
Group discussion.
Mr. Shiles, straight out of high school, he knows what he's talking about.
He fits right in with that group.
7 Years' War is correct.
And they get it right. A good guess, it
All
appears.
15 points, it's going to tie it up.
Yeah, all tied at 15.
Toss-up number
Shaping up
5.
to be a good match.
What U.S. national park is named for a lake that occupies the caldera of the ancient volcano Mount Mazama?
Wow, lots of big words in
Lots
that
of big
one.
words, but I think I might know this one.
You think so?
Yes. That is not correct.
Oh, that's
Not
good guess, good
Yosemite.
guess.
No,
Hey, you're
no
not
discussion.
supposed to discuss, Mr. Ferris.
We had a little rules.
Disqualification, maybe. That's
Yes. Yellowstone is not correct. Audience, this
those
is
are both
kind
my
of a tough
guesses
one.
right there.
Sam,
Sam stands up.
the Everglades is not correct.
And he is incorrect. Good guess,
I'm
Sam.
sorry.
This one's tough. Crater Lake.
Oh, see, I've never even heard of that one.
Wow.
Okay,
That's a
this
new
is
one.
a math toss-up.
Math toss-up. We
So
have
I
the math
have
genius
paper
over
and
here.
pencils up here for you.
Mr. Ferris doesn't need the paper.
They're all
They will
good at
get
math, too.
25 seconds here.
How many
Mr. Ferris,
square
hoping to take
feet
advantage
of
of this.
ground are in a plot that measures 60 feet by 95 feet?
60 by 95. Trying to find the square area.
It's taking him longer than I expected.
I
That
know,
is
I
way
would've
quick.
was-
Oh, there it is.
And there's
Yes,
his
Mr.
buzz.
Ferris. That is not what I
Oh
have.
my goodness, the math expert got it wrong.
No one's perfect. Relax.
And the audience up in shambles after that.
Yes. That is not correct.
Freshman can't get it either.
Audience?
I'm not trying to do that math right now.
Goes to the audience.
It was 60 by 95. 5,700.
Somehow Colton
Wow,
Rowan got it
good
over
job,
the math
Colton
genius
Rowan.
himself. Impressive. I thought for sure once that math
Okay,
question
this
popped
is
up, it'd be
toss-up
quick.
number
I thought so,
7.
too.
It's kind of a long one, so make sure you're listening.
More
To
words.
find out if soil types affect germination time, you fill 6 identical pots with different types of soil and plant 3 bean seeds at the same depth in each. All pots get the same amount of water and light and are held at the same temperature. And then you measure how long it takes for the seeds to sprout. What is the independent variable in this experiment?
Wow, that was quite
That
a
was
question.
really long. Lots
Yes.
of words.
That is not correct.
That's wrong.
Incorrect.
Not the time.
It will go to the team that shall not be named. And no
Time,
answer comes in.
audience.
Oh, they haven't had a science teacher.
Connor, soil type is the
Connor Bartle's got
independent
that one right.
He
variable.
nails that.
Wow.
The Avian Assassins are showing up fairly well in the audience here today.
I'd say it's just the
And
team
just
captain
let-
that's showing up well.
If you get snacks, there is a trash can up here, so please make sure you clean it up.
Look at that.
Toss up number 8.
We have a couple
What
immature children
horticultural
around us.
process is used to grow peaches, nectarines, plums, plum cots on a single tree?
Oh, wow. That would be
What
quite
horticultural process?
I feel like Connor knows this one too. He took horticulture last year. He's very knowledgeable on the subject.
the tree. Sam looking to his team captain once again.
I think we're going to rely on him a lot today.
Time, audience?
Goes
Stand
to
up,
the
Connor.
audience.
There
I
he is.
bet
I
Mrs.
called it.
Hodges knows this,
No,
yes?
Mrs. Hodges didn't jump.
grafting.
Oh, wow.
I believe
what a
Simon.
smart woman.
I believe Connor also knew that.
The avian assassin is proving great dominance so far today. I have not seen a single lettuce
Okay,
win
toss
member
up
stand
number
up
9. Okay, this one's not super tricky. So, the accused arsonist Shifty LaGrue arranged with a bondsman for funds that would allow him to be released from jail until the day of his trial. But Shift failed to show up for his trial and jumped what? Yes. Bail? Bail is correct.
There it is,
You jumped
finally.
bail.
They broke the tie of 15.
So this is your bonus.
Madeline with the
This
good
is a
answer
math bonus.
Oh, and Mr. Ferris doesn't even get a chance.
And a geometry question, you three that are in geometry.
Mr. Shiloh remembers that one.
If the ratio of angles of a triangle are 7 to 2 to 1, what is the measure of the largest angle?
You have to wonder how many just look like they're writing something down.
Half the time, that's me.
That is also me.
And a word of advice from the math major himself, if you don't know, you buzz in 6.
That is true.
Although 6 may not be a very good answer to this one, I might
Nope.
go 60.
You think so?
Maybe.
A little high, I think.
That might be a little low,
5
actually.
seconds.
See the discussion? Down to a couple seconds. They need an
I'd
answer.
say 6.
Answer comes
126 is correct.
Hun-
in.
See,
Wow,
6,
and
there's
they
a
figure
6.
it out just in time.
Toss up number 10. What mascot of an Oklahoma university was named for,
Oh, wow.
yes, Mr. Ferris? Sooners is correct.
There we go.
And
Right back in it.
he
Now
brings it back to 5
Down
with
to
just
5.
So this is
2
your
questions
bonus.
remaining. This bonus could be a
These are
deciding
venues
factor.
for what kind of sport? Bathurst, Nuremberg, Pikes Peak, Le Mans, Monte Carlo, Daytona, Monaco.
I think they got this one. It should be pretty
I
easy.
think so.
What kind of racing? Yeah, auto racing.
There you go. And Simon gets it correct.
Just like that, it's back to 30.
Oh,
30.
tied game.
I believe 2 questions
Toss
remaining.
up number 11, so
Yes.
2
Wow.
toss-ups left.
Wow.
These forts are part of the history of what U.S. state? Fort Bridger, Fort Fetterman, Fort Phil Kearny, Fort Platte, Fort Laramie. Yes. Nebraska is not correct. Fort
I think that's
Laramie,
Wyoming.
Fort Yellowstone. Yes. Wyoming
is.
is
I
correct.
called it.
There
See
it
that?
is. That was quite
Avian
good.
assassins proving their dominance.
They
Just like that, they hopped ahead. With one question
did
remaining,
jump ahead
This is
again.
your
Their
bonus.
this
could
bonus
be-
is huge.
What
This is
American
big.
said this in the 1920s? I have more than 4 years of aviation behind me and close to 2,000 hours in the air. I've barnstormed over half of the 48 states. Why shouldn't I fly from New York to Paris? What American said that in the 1920s?
This is a tough one.
1920s. They're going with Amelia Earhart.
Close, audience.
Goes to the
I'm not going to
audience.
stand up, but I think it's
Mr.
Charles
Coakley?
Lindbergh.
Charles Lindbergh is correct.
Yeah, not just call it.
What? That was quite a good guess. Charles Lindbergh.
Not a
always-
guess.
Always seems like the aviation expert.
Okay, this is a
Avian
math
as
toss-up.
an aviation.
Last toss-up.
Last toss-up. This is big, Mr.
If
Ferris.
you
Time.
pull a single card from a deck
Oh
of
my
cards,
goodness, it's a math question.
what is
Yeah,
the
we went over this in
probability that
statistics
it
this
is
year.
either a king
Mr. Ferris should be
or
looking.
a
Let it go. Come on,
club?
quick, Mr. Ferris. There it is.
Oh.
Yes. You don't have to reduce. 16 over 50.
That's huge. That's
And
huge,
the
Mr.
answer
Ferris.
is
Just like that,
tied
they're
up.
back in this
This
one.
is very big.
The
This
team
bonus,
that shall not be named has one bonus
Okay.
remaining.
This bonus decides
This is your
if they win.
bonus.
If not, they will go to extra questions.
No pressure. Okay. What is sometimes called the rusty planet?
Oh my goodness. I think they have a good chance.
Mars,
Mars
is
is correct.
correct.
And
Mr.
the
Ferris,
team that shall not be named goes ahead by 5.
Mr. Ferris redeemed himself
Okay.
after missing that
He did.
math one towards the beginning. He really helped him out at the end.
That was
huge.
quite good. What a good match, though.
So
the Quizzards
we're
put up a
going to
wonderful fight.
have
MVP of this one, I'd have to give it to Mr. Ferris.
Round
I think so,
2, the Quizzers versus the Three Amigos and other folks.
Well, it's a good thing the Quizzards are out because that's easily mistakable for Quizzers.
I agreed.
So
I almost
it's-
did it right there.
it's almost like fate. I'd like to extend my congratulations to
The
the team
Quizzers-
that shall not be named.
Yes,
Great round.
quite a good game. The Quizzers are headed by Mrs. Reuter as their teacher, and the three amigos led by Mrs. Reisner. So we're looking at another good matchup, hopefully.
I remember freshman year, Mrs. Reuter had a team. It was Reuters. They
Really?
did pretty well. I remember that. They did pretty well.
That's quite good.
Look at this team here. That's a bunch of winners. This is going to be a good one.
This is.
We got some freshmen and a foreign with Mrs. Reisner.
We have a female-dominated team on our right.
And then nearly, well, I guess pretty even almost on the other side.
3-2 female to guy
3-2.
ratio for the Quiz.
Only 4 team members over here on the right side. That's a bold move.
You see, the Let Us Win team actually has 4 as well.
We almost had 4, but we just got an extra in case.
You know,
it just looks good if she just sits there.
I know, but we assumed, you know what, quality over quantity.
That's, okay.
Okay, so this
We would have gone with 3 if we could.
the Three Amigos and Other Folk, and we have the Quizzers over here. Toss-up number 1.
Here we go.
What 19th century artist painted self-portrait with bandaged ear? Yes, Van Gogh is correct.
Wow, great move. Big move.
Big move. Right off the start, quick, confident answer. Sometimes that's the biggest factor.
That's huge.
This is your bonus. The ancient Nubians lived along what river?
Giggling ensues.
We're running out of time here.
Looking at a guess coming up.
Nubian River is not correct. Audience,
Goes to the audience.
the Nubians lived along what river? Think of some good rivers here, Gwen. The Nile is correct.
Wow, and
Gwen-
Gwen Gracky comes in with a huge guess to win herself
Why
some
isn't she
snacks.
on a team?
I don't know. That is
Gee.
quite the question.
Someone's missing out here.
Okay, this is
And she goes with the apple juice. Good.
toss
I
up.
think that's a good move.
Good move.
Which Lady Thunderbird had a game
question.
high of 11 rebounds in a single game this season?
I believe I know this.
Which Lady
They're not even trying to
Thunderbird
buzz.
had a game high of 11 rebounds in a single game this season?
Although I do have to say none of these participants are real huge athletes.
Our girl team was a little low, so you have a pretty good chance.
Dakota was not correct.
Good guess by Caleb,
Good.
but it's
It
just
was-
not
Yes.
quite
It
good enough.
was a girl basketball
She
player.
did prove good dominance on the court, but
She played quite well.
you cannot discuss.
And they're
Okay,
talking again.
that is time. Audience.
He stands up.
Sailor, Zadie is correct.
Wow, that is my cousin, believe it or not. What a great stat.
She didn't even stand up.
No, she did not.
Oh my God.
You know, maybe that's just humble.
Okay, toss up number 3. This has numbers, but it's not a math question. What European country shares a 122-mile border with Russia? Let's be quiet, please. A 452-mile
their
border
noise
with
level.
Finland, and a 1,006-mile border with Sweden.
I know, I'm going to have to go with Poland.
That's a good guess.
I think it's Poland. I'm going to stand. Ow. God damn.
Yes. Germany is not correct.
I'm going to stand up and guess this
At
one.
least a European country.
I'm going to stand up and get this one.
Put my pencil down.
looking at a
Okay,
map
time.
here.
Audience, think of a country near Russia, Finland, and Sweden. Simon? Ukraine is not correct.
That's close. Sam stands
Brady?
up.
Norway is correct.
Yes, and it is Norway.
Thank you,
We had a
Marcus.
map. Little cheating. Brady, I
Okay,
believe, did
toss
not.
up number 4.
Cole unties my shoe once again. Not
The
helping
ancient Shang dynasty ruled over much of the land adjacent to what Asian river that got its name from the vast quantities of colored silt
know
it
this.
carries to its delta.
It's one-
It's named after a color, and it's a river.
Okay, so we've narrowed it down. It's definitely a color. It's probably one of the primary colors.
I think.
Yes. The Red River is not correct.
That was a good guess, though.
Good guess. Thank you. Yes. The Brown River is not correct. Audience?
Sam stands up.
Madeline? The Yellow River.
And
You
what
know,
a
Marcus
good
is
guess.
really helping us out over here, but it's just not enough.
Okay. Toss-up number
I know, it's a
5.
shame that her
What
team got
kind
out.
of creature has one pair of segmented legs for each its prothorax, mesothorax, and metathorax segments? What kind of creature? Yes. Caterpillar's not correct. Time, audience.
Sam stands.
Joe. I'll take it. An insect.
I think he said it with such enthusiasm that
She had to take it. No
that
choice.
she had to take it.
No choice.
Confidence is key in this.
Toss-up number 6. Toss-up number 6. Which women's team won the NCAA basketball championship last weekend?
Oh, here we go. Congratulations.
Time, audience. John. Baylor.
You know, if
You know, he's on a team himself. He's on. He's part of the fresh meat squad.
is he really? Baylor is always a
Toss-up
good
number
guess.
7. What is the name for the blocks of ice that have broken away from the terminus of a glacier that ends in a body of water?
Oh wow, tough
Yes.
question.
Icebergs.
Wow, Caleb, one of the most unexpected people to answer a question
This is
Correctly.
your bonus.
correctly.
What kind of special words are illustrated in these lines? She did not object to the object. The buck does act nutty when does are around. She could lead if she would get the lead out. What kind of special words are
Great move by
illustrated
Caleb to
in
tie it
these
up at 10.
lines?
It's a very low scoring deficit, but it's a big move.
This has been a low scoring match to this point. Not much conversation going on
You have to give something.
between the quizzers.
It's your bonus so you can discuss.
Oh.
5 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
It appears they did not know the rules. They throw an answer.
Homophones I'll take.
And they get
Look
it
at that.
correctly.
Just like that, they take the lead.
Just a fraction of their time used, but they really made the most of it.
Toss-up number 8. Okay. Toss-up number 8. Which JCC student's name
Another
is
school
the
question.
word heaven spelled backwards? Yes. Nevaeh.
That was
is
quick,
Mrs.
Mrs.
correct.
Ruder,
Ruder.
the school counselor, very,
This is your
very
bonus.
good to answer there.
When pioneer children in one-room schoolhouses had no paper to write on, they used what tablets made of fine-grained metamorphic rock?
I believe I know this one.
Caleb sure thinks he does. Look at him.
Great conversation going on here.
I'm excited to hear their answer.
Me too. Hesitation.
Oh, no answer.
Flint is not
Oh,
correct.
there it is, okay.
Audience, Kata? What was it? Chalk is not correct.
Chalk.
Emma?
Bold move.
I think they have a little bit more special name.
Dr.
Connor?
Boone.
Slate.
There it is.
And wow, the
Avian Assassins.
yes, quite good.
I'm excited to see what that
I
team
would
can
like
do.
to make a public service
Toss
announcement
up
that,
number
that
9.
Cole stop
The
untying my
Renaissance
shoe.
began. The Renaissance began on what European peninsula?
Do you know
All right.
this?
I think
The
I do.
Renaissance.
I can't think of the name, but I know exactly where it is.
Time.
So
Audience.
then you just use
Jack?
this. Oh,
Italian
there
peninsula.
it is.
Yep,
See,
Italy.
it's just a little where Rome is and everything. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It's that little boot.
You didn't know what Italy was called?
No, I didn't know what a peninsula was. I was gonna say Balkan.
Okay, toss up number 10. Broadcast worldwide in 2018 was the wedding of Meghan Markle and what prince?
Wow.
Yes. Prince
There it is.
Harry
There
is
it is.
correct.
Down by only 5. Here it comes. So 3
Yes,
amigos
really
and other
comeback.
folks.
2 questions left, I
So
believe.
this is your bonus.
after this bonus?
I think so. That might be
Name the
correct.
series of wars in the
This bonus is
Mid-East
very
that
important.
lasted some 200 years that pitted armies of the Europeans against the armies of the Seljuk Turks. So
a
these
tough
wars
question.
lasted in the Mid-East for 200 years.
This is history, ladies. I know nothing about history. Give us a name.
I think that's fictional.
That's not it.
5 seconds.
Time winding down.
Audience.
Goes to the audience.
Crusades. Goose got it.
The Crusades. What a great
Who
answer.
answered that one?
I believe Gustavo.
Toss-up
Wow.
number 11.
Marcus
Who
knew it once
was
again.
the object
should've
of
been on our team.
affection for both Brom Bones and Ichabod Crane? What character was the object of affection for both Brom Bones and Ichabod Crane? Time? Audience? Adults? Maybe? What?
Goes to the audience.
No?
Not even the audience has a good answer.
Marcus,
What a
no
doozy.
clue. This is
Katrina
a tough question.
or Katrina Van Tessel?
Wow, never would have guessed that one.
Okay, this is your last toss-up.
Wow, last question.
Who
Quizzers up
currently
by
has
5.
the JCC boys discus record?
Wow,
Oh, I
this
know
is
this
an easy
one.
one.
Yes. I'm sorry, what?
Incorrect.
Josh is not correct.
Okay, they have one other option here. Oh my
No
goodness.
discussion.
Okay, anybody gonna buzz in?
Someone buzz in.
Yes. Mr. Keel.
There it
And
is! Power
correct.
move!
They take it
Right
by
there.
5. What a great
Wow.
clutch
They almost didn't even
answer.
buzz in. That could have
I
been.
know, that
That's
could have ended
game
very
changer
poorly.
right at the end. Three amigos and the other folks just.
Okay,
You know, you
so
would like
this
to
is
think
your
that they
bonus.
knew that.
This
Wow.
is your bonus. This is from what story? I could give you my sword, or my, sorry, I could give you my word as a Spaniard. Inigo said, no good, the man in black replied, I've known too many Spaniards. Do you know what book that, or story that is from? This is,
They're
5
good-
seconds.
No good answers yet.
audience, Logan, Princess Bride.
Look at that. Logan Barris. Good answer. And just like
Okay,
that, the
we've
round
got,
concludes. Final score 25 to 30.
the Three
Amigos and
Amigos
other
won that
folks
one.
beat the Quizzers. Next round, we'll
Next
have the
one, we
Avian
have the
Assassins
Avian
playing
Assassin
Let Us
and
Win.
Let Us
You're going to lose
Win.
both your commentators here. I'm part of the Avian Assassins, and Eli is part of the losing team, the Let Us Win squad.
I don't
So,
think that's how it'll work.
we'll be back
but
shortly.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
for your
watching.
time.
We have a math toss-up for the first one. Okay, this is round number 3. We have Let Us Win and Avian Assassins over here. We're going to start with a math toss-up. In some remote part of the world, the exchange rate was 6 aardvarks for 2 baboons. They can also get 3 baboons for every camel. If someone wants to trade in 30 aardvarks, what is the greatest number of camels he could trade for?
This is a tough question.
Yes. 5 is not correct. I'm sorry. Yes. 3 is correct. Okay, this is your bonus.
Here commentating is Jordan Rodriguez
Which
with Erica
Lady
Cruz.
Thunderbird had 4 3-pointers in a basketball game this season? Jordan Hunziker is correct. Okay, toss-up number 2. Because it is nearly 3,000 years old, what Western European capital is known as the Eternal City? Jerusalem is not correct. Yes. Rome is correct. Okay, this is your bonus. Physiologically speaking, the term contractility usually refers to what kind of organs?
Oh no.
Heart is not correct. Audience? Logan? No? Rodrigo? No? Dr. Boone? Muscles, yeah. Muscles was correct.
Dr. Boone snatching the question there.
I'm the judge, I'm not taking it. Okay, toss up number 3. What 12-acre, guys, we'll get through this round and next round and then we'll take a little break, okay? What 12-acre maximum security prison on California's San Francisco, yes, Sam, Alcatraz is correct.
Sam quick with the buzzer.
Okay, this is your bonus. This Monday was the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. What was the difference between the final scores between Virginia and Texas Tech? Six is not correct. Audience?
Looks like they're not
Rodrigo?
basketball fans.
What? 8 is correct.
Freshman Rodrigo stealing that question right there.
Okay, toss up number 4. What is the name of this year's JCC musical? Yes, Sam. Godspell is correct.
Come back.
This is your bonus. You came across an accident victim who temporarily lacked awareness, apparently had no sensory perception, and was unable to respond to you. Name this condition.
Avian assassins, disgusting.
Coma is not correct.
Disgusting.
Audience? Logan? No? Unconscious.
Jenny Acosta getting that question right.
Okay. Toss up number 5. Who was the first president in his farewell address to urge strong warnings against large public debt, a large yes, George Washington is correct.
Mr. Weber, good history teacher right there.
This is your bonus.
This is president.
What
Sure
is
does.
the solvent in an aqueous solution? Water is correct. Okay, this is toss-up number 6. What became the 14th state after it was carved from the parts of New York and New Hampshire? Yes. Vermont is correct.
Mr. Weber thinking fast on his toes.
This is your bonus. In what state would you expect to find these structures? Biloxi Bay Bridge, Vicksburg Bridge, Natchez Vidalia Bridge.
What state?
What state?
I think it's Mississippi.
I think it's Mississippi too.
Let us win appears to be
Okay,
taking the
this
lead.
is toss-up number 7. What broad classification of energy is illustrated by radiant energy from the sun, sound, yes?
Radiation?
That is not what I have. Sound, lightning, and motion. Renewable is not correct. Audience? Philip? No? A type of energy. Joe? No? No? Kata? Pete? No? Jack? Kinetic.
Jack Ludeman getting that really tough question there.
Okay, toss-up number 8. What in northeastern Italy is described as a city of small islands within a lagoon? Yes, Venice. Okay, this is your bonus. What term can indicate a plant that established itself in a previous barren region, someone who opens up new areas of research, or someone who ventures into unclaimed territory to settle? Pioneer is correct. Okay, this is a math toss-up. A truck travels 18,000 meters in 30 minutes. What is its average speed per second? A truck travels 18,000 meters in 30 minutes. What is its average speed per second? Yes, Eli.
1 meter per second.
That is not correct. 10 meters per second.
Avian assassins catching up.
Okay, this is your
They sure
bonus.
are. 10 points behind.
These books are about what sport? String theory, the singles game, double fault, after Wimbledon. Tennis is correct. Okay, this is a toss-up. Toss-up number 10, so 3 toss-ups left. Name 3 of the 4 ladies that work in our kitchen. Yes.
Oh my
Not your fault, no.
It
I'm gonna
appears
give
the
it
audience told the answer,
gosh. The audience did tell the answer.
but they still got the points. Avian assassins.
to him. Somebody like that. And the 4th one is Lori, but she also goes by
Jake.
Jake. Okay. Okay, so this is your bonus. If a leg wrist is an ankle and land boats are cars, what are sideways floors?
Come on.
If a leg wrist is an ankle and land boats are cars, what are sideway floors? Walls are correct. Okay, toss up
Just
number
like
11.
that, avian assassins ahead of.
Made of stone and concrete, what famous huge structure? Yes?
The Eiffel Tower.
That is not correct.
Eli.
What huge famous structure of ancient Rome with seating for perhaps 50,000 spectators consisted of, yes, the Roman Colosseum. Okay, this is your bonus. What hot planet of a solar system is not as hot as Venus, but it is fastest zipping around the sun every 88 Earth days? Mercury is correct. Toss-up number 12. What Hawaiian volcano has erupted continuously for the last few decades? Yes. Fuji is not correct. Yes. No. Audience, anybody know the name of the volcano? Mr. Coakley? No. Dr. Boone? No? Kilauea. Okay, that was round 3. Okay, we're going to have the Boone squad go against the team that shall not be named. After this one. Hey, you got to do 4.
That was the highest scoring one today. I got it.
All right, we are back after that very eventful round.
Okay,
Ready to go on to the next one.
this is toss-up number 1 in round
Boone
4.
squad versus
we'll have
the
a
team
break
that shall
after
not be
this
named.
round. What word is missing in this verse? However, you'll find zooplankton. Sometimes it's called blank, and that's important to the sea world that thrives in Antarctic waters still. What word is missing? However, you'll find zooplankton. Sometimes it's called, and that's important to the sea world that thrives. Yes, krill is correct.
That's a big move.
Okay,
Big move.
this is your bonus. What kind of fuel used to run diesel engines can be made from any fat or vegetable oil? Biodiesel is correct.
Wow, 15 points right off the bat. That's huge. I am now joined again by Eli Waring.
Toss-up number 2 is about me.
Just had to have a little bit of a cool down after that hard loss.
I broke my arm in
Still not
January.
quite
What
there.
activity was I doing when I broke it? Oh.
Come on, doctor. She has this one. Tip of the tongue.
Audience. Oh, so many good choices here. Madison, I was roller skating.
You know, that last round was it's probably the highest scoring one we've had yet. Got to say, good job to both sides.
Toss-up number
But
3.
the Avian Assassins just came back so
The
well.
Alice in Wonderland,
And I don't know what to say about it.
Like-
bronze statue in New York Central
It wasn't
Park
even like one
features
question that they
Alice,
went by.
the Mad Hatter, and the White Rabbit. And what nonsensical poem engraved around its base? Yes. Jabberwocky
Let's
is
be very
correct.
clear. Without help from the audience, I believe the Avian Assassins would
This
have.
is your bonus.
We won by more than one.
In and around
wouldn't have
what
won.
ocean
Trust me.
are these currents located? East Greenland, North Icelandic, Norwegian, Transpolar Drift Stream. What ocean are those in or around? Atlantic is not correct.
Well, good by
Audience,
Joe.
we're looking for an ocean here. Sean? Pacific is not right. Cole? Indian is not correct. Vanessa? Arctic Ocean.
With the process of elimination, we came to the right answer.
Okay, a method, this is toss-up number 4. A method of communicating to people in the future usually involves burying a sealed container holding items. Yes. Time capsule is correct.
Good move by Simon. That'll put him up by
This is your bonus.
15.
Name the organic
10,
vessels
15.
in which dinosaur embryos developed. Eggs is correct.
Wow. Good one.
Toss-up number 5, another ocean question. The Arabian Sea is a branch of what ocean? Yes.
With the buzz.
Indian Ocean is
Simon
correct.
proving dominance. Almost as
And
much
he
dominance
gets
as the Avian Assassins.
The Avian Assassins are nothing. They will lose.
Did you
Okay,
see how many questions that
the,
person in the second
This is
string
your
answered?
bonus.
Almost
These
as much
words
as the
and
other person
phrases
in the
can
second
all
string.
function as what part of speech?
Yeah.
No matter how, as long as,
Bonus
even
question here.
if, in as much as, whereas, though. What kind of speech, part of speech is that?
Mr. Fair is definitely not the English expert. He's more of a math guy.
Time winding down here for them.
Participle is not correct. Audience,
Bell rings and their lead will
what
stay
part
at
of
30.
speech are those? Vanessa? No. Haley? I'll go with it, conjunctions.
All right, let's be fair, though. The person on the left answered so many more than the one on the right last
No,
round.
I really don't believe he
He
did.
got him
Okay,
from 0 to
toss-up
30
number
and then from like
6.
55 to like 75.
What is Hunter
don't
Clifton's
believe so.
middle name?
What the heck?
Ray is not. That's Dakota's middle name.
That's a really strange question, just gotta say.
Quite a strange question.
Ray.
Like maybe if he was like part of the Quiz Bowl team or something, I could see it, but he's just not.
Time.
Audience.
Courtney. Aaron
Oh.
is correct.
She sits next to him in
Aaron
zoology.
Clifton.
That's why she knows.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, toss up number 7. The name of what Greek mathematician completes this limerick?
Mr.
One
Ferris is ready.
morning while eating my Wheaties, I felt the earth move neath my feeties. Archimedes.
There it is. Wow, what a great one. Huge play.
Wow, that rhymed with his name. That's pretty impressive.
I wouldn't have got it.
As Jordan strolls in front of our cameras.
She didn't even care.
No remorse.
Okay, this is your bonus.
Up by 40
A
now with the bonus
significant
to go.
technological advance of the Renaissance was the invention of the printing press in what country?
Looking for,
Germany is correct.
wow. European powerhouse right there.
All right, this is toss-up number 8.
5 questions remain.
What is LeBron James' Laker jersey number?
That is very easy.
Yes, 23 is
Andrew,
correct.
a huge LeBron fan, coming in with the answer there, making himself very
This
valuable.
is your bonus. Psychologically speaking, what is the collective name for disgust, contentment, guilt, despair, serenity, envy, fear, anger, affection, surprise, joy, and shame? Those are all examples of what collective name?
This should be really easy.
Emotions is correct.
And they get it right, moving the lead to a slim 30 points.
Toss-up number 9. During what century did the age of exploration begin? What century? Yes, Simon. 15th century is correct.
Wow.
No, last time a team was up by 30, I think they won towards the end.
This
Sam
is
doesn't.
your bonus. If we round
Lead
to
moves
the
to
nearest
40.
100, how many
Bell rings.
It's gonna be a
how
buzzer
many
beater.
points did Dakota Ludeman have this basketball season? If we round to the nearest 100.
They just look at Mr. Ferris.
It's more than that.
I have to go 200, maybe 300.
I believe 3.
200 is not correct. Audience, Dakota, 300, because it was 269.
And I was
We'd
right.
round up. Okay, this is toss-up number 10. It has numbers, but it's not a math question. While an average nucleus of one might have a diameter of less than 10 miles, it may have a coma expanding to 10 of thousands of miles. Name these heavenly objects. Yes? Comet.
It's a power move by Dr. Boone.
good
This
to
is
answer
your
the science
bonus.
questions when you're a science
The
teacher.
Patriots' ultimate victory in the American Revolution was largely made possible by support from what European country?
This is an easy one.
France is
And
correct.
It is correct.
Marcus's answer of Tom Brady would not have worked.
Toss up number
That is
11.
immediately where my brain went, though, when she stated
What
Patriots.
is the general name for a low conduction materials used to yes, insulator?
Wow.
A very
Quicker
quick
than the
answer.
science teacher.
This is your bonus. What
Nobody's
creature
perfect,
with
as
a
we were
call
informed
that can be
earlier.
as loud as 188 decibels and heard hundreds of miles away is also the world's largest mammal, weighing up to 400,000
I know this,
pounds?
believe it or not.
You know what I'd really like to see, Eli?
Blue whale.
I'd like to see Mr. Ferris' team here go against the Golden Boys, Mr. Swanson's team.
Okay.
I would
A
like to,
math
Toss up
showdown.
number 12. This is the last toss
I
up.
believe in double elimination.
Which
The lettuce
of our
one
high
would
school students
undoubtedly
has the
win.
initials R? A-R-E.
Are you saying that the Avian Assassins are just that good that they beat a team that could win the
I'm
losers
saying
bracket?
that you got lucky.
No.
And that
I know. We got
Lettuce
kind of
Win
scared when there
is
was a lot of history
the
questions.
best team in this bracket. They just happen to go out. It's like March Madness. The best team typically
Oh,
does
I'm
not
sorry. Yeah. Our no. Audience? Shayla? Abby Rose Elliott. I don't believe she's here today.
win. And she's skipping.
Okay. I'm sorry. The R. A-R-E. The word R.
That really threw everyone for
Okay,
a loop, including myself.
Okay.
Final
we're gonna
score
take
40
about
to 80. That's a
5-minute break.
dominant win
When we get
by the
back,
team
we'll
that
go
shall
over
not be
some
named.
of the questions we haven't answered so more of you can get food. Okay?
Oh, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back shortly. Thank you for watching.
Okay, we're going to go over a few questions just for the audience, okay? So just stand up if you think you know these. The first one, throwing, hand building, and coiling are fundamental techniques used in what art form? Jack? Pottery is correct. Okay, next one, audience. What high school did Mr. Scheil graduate from? Oh, Trey? Ashland? I'm hoping that's right. Okay. In the universe, these are names for what kind of aggregates? Whirlpool, cigar, sombrero, pinwheel, sunflower, tadpole, Milky Way. Philip, galaxies. What equestrian novel by Anna Sewell was turned into movies in 1946, 1971, and 1994? What equestrian novel was made into movies? Sailor, Black Beauty. Okay, again, just audience. What is Megan Leuenberger's middle name? Megan Leuenberger's middle name. Megan Grace. Couple more questions here. These lines are from what American novel? I don't want to lose the boy with the bread. May the odds be ever in your favor. District 12, where you can starve to death in safety. Katie? The Hunger Games. Okay, last one, and then we'll start a new round. What is the gender of Mr. Ferris's first future grandchild? Jordan? All girls not right, so Madeline? A boy. Okay, we're gonna have fresh meat versus the golden boys. Fresh meat and golden boys. Okay, so we'll go 3 rounds this time and then just take a short break, and then we'll have the semifinals and the championship. Toss-up number 1. They may last from a few days to a few months. Their diameters may range from 10 to 100,000 miles. Name these dark areas. Sunspots. This is your bonus. George Washington was in what city when he delivered his first State of the Union address? Philadelphia is not correct. Audience, where was George Washington during his first inaugural or for State of the Union address? Logan? That's what they said. Nope. Dr. Boone? I'm sorry. New York City was correct. Okay, toss-up number 2. Who is the new Nebraska basketball? Fred Hoiberg. This is your bonus. The consensus is that the religion of Islam began in the early 7th century in a region that became what modern country? Okay, audience. Goose? Saudi Arabia is correct. Toss-up number 3. What common expression means that something gained without difficulty is also, yes, not a piece of cake, is also, yes, easy come, easy go. Okay, this is your bonus. Which JCC boys basketball player had the highest free throw percentage during this season? Calvin Anholtz, yes. Toss-up number 4. Name the device consisting of 2 or more pulleys between a continuous loop. I'm sorry, what? Nope. Between a continuous loop or material that moves items along a factory floor or transports bulk materials such as ores, grain, or coal. What is that device made of 2 or more pulleys called, gentlemen? Yes, John. Conveyor belt.
And we join
Okay, so
with
this is
the
your
fresh
bonus.
meat answering their first
What
question
in the
of the
United
night.
States Congress are laws that are in the making?
The freshmen haven't had American government yet.
Some probably haven't had any social studies class.
Five seconds.
Need an answer?
Audience, Cole? Bills.
And Cole, sitting to my right.
Okay,
Gets
this
it
is toss-up
correct.
number 5. What parts in engines transform the force from expanding gases in their cylinders to crankshafts? Yes. Pistons is correct.
And
Wow. Bold move
This
by
is
Mr.
your
Swanson.
bonus.
Gets it.
What
once again. He
Nebraska
is definitely
town
leading
is
this
Miss
team.
Carell originally from? Yes, Baird. Okay, toss-up number 6. Thank
New
you.
teacher trivia.
Who is the author of Frankenstein? Yes, Mary Shelley.
Wow, Mr. Swanson, that's
Mr.
huge.
Swanson really
This is
carrying
your
this team.
bonus.
You know, I think he's a math guy, but
The
he's
2
coming off as
broadest
a literature
categories
person
He
of
as
has
well.
quite
habitats are
diverse
aquatic
knowledge.
and what other?
Now up by 50 with a chance to go up by 55 if they can get this bonus. Not looking too confident though.
Diverse knowledge except the field of science.
Yeah, science definitely not his strong suit. But does he really have a weakness in his game? I don't know.
Tertiary, I don't think I'm going to go for. Audience? Mr. Scheil? Terrestrial or land or earthy? Okay, toss-up number 7. In 1801, John Marshall was appointed to what position in the U.S. Supreme Court? Yes, Chief Justice.
Coach Swanson again.
Okay, how many Super Bowls have been played is your bonus. How many Super Bowls have
This
been
is
played?
quite easy.
Quite easy.
We're hoping they get this right. Wait, maybe we don't know.
5 seconds.
Need an answer?
52 is not correct. Audience? Oh, there you go, Julio. 53.
And Cole and I were correct.
Toss-up number 8. What famous dwarf planet was named for, yes, Pluto is correct.
And
Right off the bat.
Very, very quick buzz.
It does. Okay, this is your bonus. What is the total number of times that a member of the U.S. House of Representatives can be elected? Four is not correct. Audience? Mr. Weber, do you want to answer? No. What? That's unlimited. There's no term
I
limits.
did actually think that was the answer.
Okay, toss up number 9. What is the term for the dense hair covering a non-human mammal? Yes. But I don't believe so. He said yes. Fur.
Really blew an easy answer there.
Definitely.
Now, Mr. Swanson, this next question's about you. We'll see if you can get it. How many junior varsity basketball games, basketball wins
know
does
that.
Mr. Swanson have?
I could tell you the total number altogether, but I don't know about JV only.
All together.
Altogether, so.
C team and junior
there it is.
varsity.
There
I
you go.
apologize.
Oh, he better know this.
Shoot, I forgot.
Do you know it?
It was a good career milestone for him, but
It
then
was
he
huge.
added a few.
5 seconds. 100 is not correct. Audience. Sam? 102 is not correct. Sebastian, you want to guess? No? Tyler? 101.
Yep.
I knew it was right over
101.
100.
No, it was 101.
Toss up number 10. What weight class did Julio wrestle in?
Well, this is quite easy.
Yes, Rodrigo. Lightweight.
So eager to answer it, but so wrong.
106.
Lightweight.
Lightweight, not a weight class in high school wrestling.
The lightweight champion of the world.
Okay, this is your bonus.
Moves it to a 90-point lead.
Reminiscent of the sound produced by supersonic aircraft, these were all known as what kind of towns? Cripple Creek, Colorado, Beaumont, Texas, Colstrip, Montana, Goldfield, Nevada, Nome, Alaska.
I know this one.
Boomtowns, yeah. Boomtowns.
Answer next time, Sean.
Okay, this is your toss-up number 11. These were
2 left.
characteristics of what ancient Greek city-state? A culture centered on military service.
Know
Yes.
this?
Sparta. Good
Wow.
job.
Good job,
Huge. That's huge.
John.
Mr. Swanson's just smiling.
This
He's
is
happy
your-
they got one
This
more.
is your bonus.
Freshman
What is the
moved to
largest
20.
prime number that is less than 1,000? What is the
I
largest prime
actually
number that's
think
less than
I
1,000?
know this. You know? It's 997, I think. That goes into 3.
997 is correct.
Told you. Eric and I knew that one. Sam stepping on my
This
court,
is
not
the
helping me.
last toss-up. At the present time, what country contains the largest rainforest?
Quite easy.
Yes. Brazil.
And there
Wow. Jonathan with 2 in a row at the end. Too bad they're
Okay,
going
this
to be
is
out.
your bonus.
Make it a little more
Located in the
respectable
west
right here at the end
and
of the match.
spanning the borders of 2 states, what is the largest alpine lake and the second deepest lake in the United States? So we're looking for a lake in the western part of the United States. Great Salt Lake is not correct. Audience, anybody know a lake in western part of the United States? Dr. Boone? Lake Tahoe.
And Dr. Boone.
You know, that's probably the
Okay,
highest
the
scoring
next
game we've had
round,
so
we're gonna have
far,
the
beating
salty
that previous
pretzels
one of Avian
versus the Three
Assassins versus
Amigos
Let Us
and other
Win.
folks.
this time just because it was such a massive blowout.
Next, we'll have the Salty Pretzels against Three Amigos,
Yes, the
yeah,
three
Three Amigos and
amigos.
other folks. Salty.
Salty sporting some T-shirts.
You want to go? Let's go right now. Let's go. Yeah, walk away.
Between Coach Colin and myself.
Matching shirts, bold move. Gotta say though, last year my team had matching shirts because they're just that good.
It comes to wonder who paid for them.
That's a good question. They could have easily been done with a cricket and some black shirts.
Okay, toss up
Possibly.
number 1.
Whoa,
here.
whoa! Here's a conflict of interest. Kata was
good.
not on
We're
this
gonna
team
start
before.
with a mathy question, but there's no
this is-
figuring.
Should we raise
okay?
something about this? Should we bring
There's
this
no
issue?
Figuring. You'll be okay.
Just
If
wait till after
a
they win so we disqualify 'em.
triacontagon has
I'd have to
30
bring that
sides,
to their attention.
We definitely will if they win.
how many sides does a pentacontagon have?
They realize.
Yes. 50.
Oh my God, she's not even on the team. She's not on the team.
This is your bonus.
She wasn't there last round.
What movie
this cheating?
is based on a Michael Crichton novel featuring velociraptors, Dilophosaurus, and Tyrannosaurus? Jurassic Park.
I think Kata answered that one too. This isn't
Okay,
legit.
this is toss-up number 2. What is the first natural number? Yes. 1 is correct.
Atta girl, Sailor.
Sailor almost missing
This
that
is your
one, but
bonus.
Making it work.
These
Salty.
words would be found in the glossary of an introductory textbook on what science subject? Formula, base, proton, corrosion, nucleus, litmus, combustion.
Yeah. We learn about litmus tests
What
and chemistry. this year,
introductory textbook on this science subject? Chemistry is correct.
And they nail it.
So score is tied at 15.
Toss up number 3. Although some pioneers used horses to pull their covered wagons across the Great Plains, yes? What? Oxen is
And
correct.
there it is.
Sailor is kind of being MVP here. Almost.
This
who
is
she
your
reminds me of?
bonus.
She reminds
In
me of that kid that's sitting in the
2019,
second
Colin
chair for the
O'Brien
Eli?
Asian
Yeah,
assassin.
I think
became
she
No, for the
reminds
Asian
me of
assassin.
myself,
across
You
too.
were on that
what
lettuce.
continent? Solo, unsupported, and unassisted.
I really hope for the sake of all viewers, Sam quits with the snide remarks.
You only have 7 choices.
Time winding down.
Australia is not correct. Audience.
Goes to the audience.
So you got 6 choices now. Vanessa, Antarctica is correct.
It's quite the continent.
Toss up number 4. What creature
Salty
that
moves
somewhat
up 10.
resembles a seal has a pair of upper canine teeth? Yes, a walrus.
Big move.
This is your
Gotta
bonus.
love the walrus.
This is from what British story? The moment you doubt whether you can fly, you cease forever to be able to do it. Which British story is that from?
Very motivational. I think so too.
Kata's not even on the team. Look, what is this?
English always a tough quiz bowl section.
But there seems to be a lot of them all the time.
Always, and it's very distressing. I don't think I used that word right.
5 seconds.
There's the English again.
Peter Pan is correct.
Marcus
not
and
on
I
the
nailing
team.
it.
Okay, this is toss-up number 5. What 4 linking auxiliary verbs are in this statement? I would
know
if
what
I
those
could,
are.
but I can't, so I won't. Yes? Yes.
Wow. Wow.
This is your bonus. You seniors would know this one, but who is the author of And Then There Were None?
Actually, I don't know this.
It's written on the book you read. Agatha Christie is correct. Okay, this is a math toss-up. Math toss-up. An 8-foot post casts a shadow of 4 feet long. At the same time, a flagpole casts a 26-foot shadow. How tall is the flagpole? Yes, Kata? 52 is correct.
Oh my God.
She's a freshman.
Cole
This
starting
is your
a
bonus.
basketball and volleyball champ
Fish
to the
are
right of me.
classified in 4 categories, including herbivores, carnivores, detritivores, or what other?
Should be pretty self-explanatory. I think I know this one.
I don't.
Five seconds.
Time winding down.
Omnivores is correct.
Omnivores. What a good answer.
We've answered
Clutch
every
right at the
question
very
up here.
end.
Poor audience.
Now up by 35
Okay, another
points
math
goes the
bonus.
three
I
amigos.
have to say, it is.
I'm sorry, math
It
toss
just
up,
stinks
math
to
toss
Kata.
up. What
What's
is
that?
the
because
greatest
of Kata.
common
This
factor
is definitely
between
because of Kata.
I
15,
think so too.
30, and 105?
I wonder if this was
Yes,
brought
Yellow?
to Mrs. Richardson's
I'm sorry,
attention.
15 is correct. I just didn't hear you correctly.
Sailor with another answer.
Okay, this is your bonus.
Sailor looks to be
Name
leading
the
with
common
salties.
acoustic medical device for listening to internal sounds in a patient. Stethoscope.
And a
You know,
great answer.
they're making a comeback.
Down
You know who?
20.
you know
Sam?
who else made a good comeback?
I asked that
Okay,
Sam
this
avian
is
and
toss
bring
up
up
number
the
8.
avian versus the lettuce
The
mountain.
highest mountain in Denali National Park is. Sorry.
I do believe I know this one.
I do too.
Yes.
Two names.
Mount
And she
McKinley is
nailed it.
Wow.
correct.
It also
This
has a
is-
Native American name. too.
This is your bonus. What is the term for the size and style of typeface?
It's font, I believe.
Font is correct.
And I nailed it.
Okay, toss up. Toss up number 9. Name any color that is not chromatic.
I'm not sure what chromatic is. Sam.
Yes, yellow. Magenta is not correct.
Wild guess.
Yes, red. White would work, gray, or black.
I seriously don't think she's supposed to be on this team.
Okay,
I don't either, but she sure is
this
leading
is
it.
your bonus, red. What weight class did Simon wrestle in?
Heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
No. 180 is not correct. Simon, 195.
After eating those
Okay,
Oreos
this
he just
is toss-up
earned, I
number
wonder if
10.
he'll still be in the weight class.
During what part of the day are matinees usually offered? Yes. Afternoons or days?
Good answer by Mrs. Husky. That's going to put him even closer.
This is your bonus.
Within
In
5 points again.
1885, it arrived after being shipped from France across the Atlantic at 350 pieces in more than 200 crates. By the next year, all these parts were reassembled in New York as what lasting symbol of democracy and freedom? Statue of Liberty.
Wow. And it's tied at 70.
Toss up number 11.
Wow.
This is a close one.
Two questions remaining. It's tied at 70.
Very good match here.
Ferromagnesium minerals contains magnesium and what other metallic element?
We just learned about metallic things.
Iron is correct.
Wow. And just like that, they take the lead.
Wow.
Yeah. This
Three
is your
amigos up by
bonus.
10 with their bonus.
One of the angles formed at the intersection of two straight lines is 30 degrees. What is the measure of the adjacent angle? 50.
An
is
easy math
correct.
question there, and they go up by 15.
Last.
They're going to have to get this one right and the bonus just to tie it.
Just to tie.
I don't know if I want to mess with them. I'm going to have to raise
No
some
pressure. You
something.
have to get both of these.
If Kate is still on that team when
Okay.
when I play
Toss
them.
up number 12. On which continent did the Industrial Revolution begin? North America is not correct. Europe is
Wow!
I
Okay,
actually thought it
this
was
is your
North America.
bonus,
Down to
and
the final
I personally
question.
think it's a little easy, but we'll see.
Oh, man.
What
They need this
kind
bonus
of
to force
bumps
extra questions.
are associated with R.L. Stein? Goosebumps is correct.
Wow. All
Okay,
thanks to
we're
Sailor
taking
Rother
the
there, part of that
tiebreaker.
salty crew.
All tied at 85. We will move to extra questions.
Okay, this is just sudden death, whoever answers the next question correctly. In this U.S. judicial system, name the sworn body of people convened to render an impartial verdict in a legal court case. A jury is
I believe the only question
Wow.
she has answered thus far is
And we
the
have a new
winning one.
record for the highest scoring one yet. They answered every single question some way or another, either them or the audience.
That was quite impressive.
All right, next round, I'm going to have to leave you because the Avian Assassins are going to play all by myself. So I'm going to leave you here with
versus
Eli
the
Waring.
And
Avian
we
Good
win.
hands.
Assassins.
All by myself, the best of luck.
They talked to me about it yesterday because they weren't sure if Belinda was going to come. They did talk to me about it. Are you talking to yourself?
As Sam leaves to participate in this next round, I am joined by Andrew Stafford, who was part of.
Okay.
Which team were you a part of, Andrew?
I was part of the Boone squad.
And I believe you got out your first match.
This is round 7.
Yeah, very difficult
We'll
match.
take a break
Difficult
after
fight.
this round, and then we'll have the semifinals and the championship.
As you heard, there will be a small break after this one.
Okay.
Brady, the team all
Toss
by
up
himself,
number 1.
correctly named
To whom
all by myself.
does the
how
pronoun
this
refer in this excerpt about a mythical Greek woman? They gave her a box. Prometheus begged her not to open it. Yes. Pandora.
And a good start for the Avian Assassins. For them, you're really hoping not to
This
lose
is
this,
your
as
bonus.
you greatly outnumber
Name
the other
both
side.
Nebraska United States senators. Ben Sass and Deb Fisher.
And they get the bonus, going up by 15 early.
It's a good start.
Brady seems nonchalant up there, calm, cool, collected.
Okay, toss up
put
number
up a good
2.
fight.
Which JCC senior just received the state FFA degree? Yes, Mrs. Hodges. I believe it was Connor Bartle.
A team full of complete FFA members. You would expect them to get that one. Now up by 25. Connor humbly doesn't answer his
Okay,
own
and this is your
question.
bonus. In 2018, what caused authorities to issue mandatory evacuation notices to people living in Lalani Estates subdivision and Kapoho Beach? What caused authorities to issue the mandatory evacuation? 2018.
Some discussion here. The Avian Assassin's not looking too sure.
Hurricane is not correct.
They missed their
Audience,
second bonus.
Logan, fire's not correct. Yeah? Tsunami's not correct. Boston? Tornado, no.
We're
Sailor?
after just about every natural event.
No. Tanner? No. Dalton? No. Sean? No. We're running out of natural disasters here. Emma? Typhoon? No.
How many more can there be?
A volcanic eruption.
And finally
Chandler.
got it.
Who got that?
Chandler with the answer. That took quite some time.
Good.
Moving on to the
This is
third question.
toss-up number 3. What is the highest mountain on the African continent?
Brady
Yes.
buzzer.
Kilimanjaro.
And Brady makes it a game.
This is your bonus. This is a description of what novel? Buck is shipped to the Klondike to be trained as a sled dog, but eventually reverts to his primitive wolf-like ancestry. Feel free to discuss.
Looks pretty confused here.
White Fang is not correct. That's a good
Well,
guess.
he throws out a good
Good
guess,
guess.
though.
Audience? Jack? The Call of the Wild.
And
Jack
Jack
Lindbergh.
up there answers. What a great
He's gotten
answer.
quite a few today.
He really has.
Toss
Done
up
very well
number
for himself.
4.
Brady now only
What
down by 15.
occurs when ice crystals form in the fluid of the skin, constricting blood vessels and cutting, yes? Hypothermia is not
Sam.
correct. And cutting off the blood
Good guess.
supply.
Brady doesn't appear to know.
Time,
We will go to the
audience. Gabe? Frostbite is
Gabe
correct.
Freeze. He gets that
Great
one.
answer.
Toss up number 5. These terms are regularly used in what sport? Mogul, carve, stem Christie, fall line, shush.
I believe I know this.
Yes. Pool is not correct. Don't discuss. The teacher's yes. Rugby is not correct.
Into
Sean,
the audience we go.
golf is not correct.
No.
Simon, what? Curling's not, Rodrigo? No. Pool. Tennis is not correct. Vanessa? Chess is not correct. Logan?
Running through just about every sport
Lacrosse,
known to
no.
man.
Dr. Boone? Skiing.
And Dr. Boone clutches once again.
Skiing.
Still
Brady,
only a
you should get this
15-point
one.
lead here.
What was the 2018-2019 Academic topic? The 1960s.
And
Correct.
Brady gets that correct, making it truly a game now down by
This is your
5 with his
bonus.
bonus.
What
This bonus.
surfaces on the trailing edges of wings extend downward to generate more lift at slower airspeed and lower risk of stalling? What surfaces on the trailing edges of wings?
Doesn't seem to know.
This is a
He's
tough.
writing something down.
I know what they're discussing, but I don't know what it's called.
Nope. Nope.
I think it says help. Nope, okay. Audience? Boston? No? Mr. Shile? No? Colton? Flaps.
Colton
Wow.
nails it. He is eating well today.
This is toss-up number 7.
Brady
That
switches
seems better.
seat.
In the latter 1800s, the Castle War of the Yucatan occurred in what country? Yes? England is not correct. Yes?
Standbys.
Ukraine is not correct. Audience, Goose? Mexico.
Gustavo.
The
gets
Yucatan
that one.
Peninsula.
Gustavo gets it again.
Toss-up number 8.
Down by 5.
Who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird?
Oh, wow.
Harper Lee.
And Sam gets it. Read that last year in sophomore
This
English.
is your bonus.
It's a good thing
This
you
is
got that.
from what American novel? A lot of people don't believe in curses. A lot of people don't believe in yellow-spotted lizards either. But if one bites you, it doesn't make a difference whether you believe in it or not. Which American novel is that from?
Tough question here. Literature, always a tricky subject.
Huckleberry Finn is not correct.
That's a good guess.
Joe Holes.
And Joseph Rodriguez.
Did you read the book or did you watch the movie? Oh, I've only watched the movie.
He's always enthused when he gives an answer.
Toss up number 9.
He has
The
some other
Assassins.
interview.
The
Up by
U.S.
15 now.
acquired the Four Corners region from a Latin American nation shortly after the end of what 19th century, yes,
Brady buzzes.
Mexican-American War?
He gets it. With this bonus question, he could tie it up.
He could.
This is your bonus.
Huge bonus here.
What neighboring high school did Dr. Bolt graduate from?
No
knows?
idea.
Sterling is correct.
And he throws out a guess, and it's correct.
Audience, let's
We're
be
all
quiet
tied
so
up.
they don't hear
I
answers.
believe he
Please.
heard from the
Toss
line.
up number 10.
It's the
It's all
second
tied
time
up.
today.
A musical
questions
tone
left.
that deviates somewhat from an expected frequency is said to be off what?
Easy.
Key.
And nailed. Connor there with the
This is
music
your
answer.
bonus. Since the Moab Fault passes close to Arches National Park, it must be in what U.S. state? It's ARCHES, National Park.
Great discussion here. We'll see if they can get it. Running out of time.
They look confident.
They do look confident.
5 seconds. California is not correct,
And
so now
they
you only
do
have
not get
49
it.
more choices, audience. Simon? Utah.
And Simon nails it first try.
Good, nice.
Toss up number 11.
Brady down by 10.
What is
Two
the
questions
title
remain.
of this U.S. citizen that cannot do any of these things? Drive a car on public roads, accept expensive gifts, go anywhere without the football, copyright a published work while in office, eat outside the White House without a taster. The president.
And
Sam
Sam
Buss.
Buss
This
gets
is
it
your
for
bonus.
the Avian Assassins.
How do economists generally classify people
Up by
who
20.
eat
That will
ice
end
cream
the game.
cones, hire someone to mow their lawn, buy shirts, go to the movies, purchase gasoline, and pay rent?
They look a little more confused on this one.
That is not
Go to guess.
correct. Any
Incorrect.
audience member have a guess?
We go to the audience.
Mrs. Husky? Consumers.
Miss Husky nailing the business question.
Okay, last toss-up question.
Brady's really putting in a good fight.
Which
this morning.
He has put up a
JCC
great
boys
fight.
basketball player joined the 500-point club this year?
Ooh.
Yes. Eli Waring.
Hey.
And this is your bonus.
Sam Buss,
What
giving
cardinal
out to you.
direction is indicated by the prefix Austro? A-U-S-T-R-O.
Sam looks pretty confident with this one.
They appear to be chuckling. Up by 30. This will put them up 35.
South is correct.
And it is
Okay, we'll take another
score
5-minute
70 to
break, and
35.
then we'll have our last 3 rounds.
Good fight, Brady. All right, well, thank you, Andrew, for joining us today.
versus the Golden Boys.
We have a math showdown on our hands. Mr. Ferris's team versus Mr. Swanson's team. That's the Golden Boys playing the team that shall not be named.
Toss-up
Two Titans
question
facing
number
off right
one.
here. Should be a great matchup.
These are the semifinals.
Winner of this advances to the
Sediments
championship.
become rock through lithification, and rock becomes sediment through what other general erosion is not what I have. Through
believe
what
I know
other
this.
general chemical and mechanical process? Yes, yellow. That is not what I have.
Deterioration, I believe.
Anybody? Tyler? Weathering.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Great answer.
He's a member of the Avian Assassins team.
You guys have got a lot in snacks.
Toss
today.
up number
I haven't.
2. How many fertile female bees are in a bee?
Oh,
Yes.
easy answer.
1.
And
in a
Coach Swanson,
beehive.
quick to buzz.
This is your bonus.
Up by 10.
Derange and grenade are 2 anagrams for what interjection associated with fencing, like with the swords? Derange and grenade are 2 anagrams for what interjection associated with fencing?
They don't appear to know this one. Time winding down.
5 seconds. No. Audience, Brady, on guard. You just rearrange the letters in derange and grenade.
Brady with the
Toss
answer
up
there.
number 3. Which branch of which branch of the United States Congress does not have the power to originate appropriation bill or bills? Yes. That is not correct.
not a branch,
Authorizing
Mr.
the
Swanson.
expenditure of federal funds. There's some seniors over here that should definitely
Moves
get
to the
this.
team that shall not be named.
Yes.
Buzz.
No.
We'll see,
Audience? Connor? I don't know. You should have been listening. How's
Legislative.
No? Jack?
Sam also
The Senate.
misses.
It's which one does not have the power
Did Jack
to
get
originate?
that
The
again?
Senate.
Jack is really on top of his game here today.
Okay, toss up number 4. What would the graph of this equation look like?
Two math
X
teachers
squared.
should know this one. Oh,
That is not correct.
Wow.
X squared plus y squared equals 16. Yes. Yes, that is a circle.
and he adds the
Answer the
radius
radius.
just to make sure everyone knows he's the math teacher.
Battle of the math teachers here. Okay,
All squared
this
with
is
a
your
bonus
bonus.
for the team that shall not be
The
named.
taproot of what plant may contain between 12% and 21% sugar? What taproot of what plant may contain between 12% and 21% sugar? A beet is correct.
Wow. Mr. Ferris coming in very clutch right there.
Toss
They now
up
take the
number
lead by
5.
5.
In 1881, the Oriental Telephone Company was established through an agreement between Thomas Edison and what famous Scottish-born American inventor? Yes. Graham Bell, Alexander Graham Bell.
Wow, Sean with his first
is your
answer of the
bonus.
day coming in at a big time.
The city of
Go up by 5.
Pompeii was buried beneath many feet of volcanic ash during the height of what empire?
They don't appear very confident.
They do not.
5 seconds. I'm sorry, what? Incan is not correct.
They
Audience,
do not get their
Rodrigo?
bonus?
No. Devin? No. Logan? Roman Empire. Toss up number 6.
We hit
Who
the halfway
wrote
question.
the book Into the Wild?
We are reading
Yes.
this.
Yes, John Krakauer.
And Simon nails.
This is your bonus, Yellow. Ants and beetles
They are
have
not
what
left
kind of skeletons? Exoskeletons is correct.
Simon's presence will definitely be missed on the quiz bowl team next year.
Yes, it will be.
Simon and Connor both.
And Cole, we can't forget
This
about Cole.
is a math toss-up.
He answered a few this year.
They move up by 30.
The
by 10.
perimeter of a rectangle is 28. Since the length of the rectangle is 8, what is its width? Yes, 6.
Wow.
Mr. Ferris did buzz
Okay, this
directly
is your
after the
bonus.
Coach Swanson.
Which
It's just a
U.S.
little-
coast is the leading edge of the North American plate? You do kind of have a 50-50
Tied
shot.
up. Their bonus here.
They have 50-50 chance here.
This is to take the lead at 35.
West Coast is correct.
Wow. And they take the lead. This has been back
Okay,
and
this
forth
is toss-up
all
number 8.
game.
What is the profession of someone who is licensed to act for plaintiffs and yes, lawyer.
Wow. This is a close one, I tell you what.
This is your
Very fun.
bonus.
Entertaining
What
game.
body that has 435 members today had only 59 members when it first met in 1789?
And the answer?
House of Representatives.
They get it. Now moving up by 20
Toss
points.
up number 9. What is the superlative form of the adverb well? Best is correct.
Wow, what a guess.
What a guess indeed. The team that shall
In
not be named
physics,
needs
this
to
is
make
your
a move
bonus.
very
In
soon
physics,
if they hope
the
to
letter C
recover.
denotes the speed of what? Light is correct. Toss up number 10. Who is the current Vice President of the United States? Yes. Mike Pence.
Simon getting another one. I believe
This is
he's
your
carrying
bonus.
the team.
Located in Washington, D.C., name the world's tallest stone structure and tallest obelisk. Washington Monument is correct.
Good deal.
Team that shall not be named, now down by 20.
Toss up number 11.
2 questions
a
remain.
chance.
Cirrus, stratus, clouds.
And
I
that
don't think
right there
it's
puts
the
it out
buzzer.
of reach.
Okay, this is your bonus. Ticks are parasitic arachnids that feed on mammalian what? Blood is correct.
Just like that.
Okay, this is your
The Golden Boys have secured
last
their
toss-up.
win.
Francis Miles Finch wrote a sentimental poem about the Civil War uniforms entitled "The Blue and the Red" is not correct. You can't. Yes, gray. They wore blue and gray uniforms.
Mr. Swanson with another.
This is your
answer.
bonus.
kinda
What is
scared.
the lightest
Little intimidating.
non-flammable gas?
The next match will be the Three Amigos
Helium
and,
is
Folks
correct.
and the Avian Assassins in the semifinals. On the other side of the
Okay,
bracket.
we've
The winner will
got
go
then
on
the
to
Three
play
Amigos
the
and
Golden
other
Boys.
folks
Believe it or
versus
not,
the
Sam,
Avian
you wish
Assassins
the
next.
best of luck. As we transition between teams, I'll give you your Masters update in case you were wondering. Tiger Woods now 1 under on the round, 3 under on the tournament. Molinari still in the lead with a finished second round of 7 under. Jason Day also tied with him at 7 under. Tiger Woods, we're all hoping to make a push here shortly, but we'll see what happens. I am once again joined by Andrew Stafford.
Okay,
Andrew Stafford, good to
toss-up
have you.
number
Yep,
1.
Thank you. It's good to have. Good to be
In
here.
the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, Mexico surrendered its claim to Texas north of what river? Yes, the Rio Grande.
Oh, and Connor strikes right away.
Yep, a strong start for the Avon Assassin.
This is your bonus.
I think
To
they're
what
heavy favorites
political
in this one.
party
We'll see if they can
did
pull it out.
George Washington belong? Federalist is not correct.
Wait, did
Audience?
not get that bonus?
Anybody know what party George Washington was in?
Goes to the audience.
Logan? No. Rodrigo? No. Sean again? Democratic. Mr. Weber? He wasn't in a party.
Wow, Mr. Weber understood that one.
Toss-up number 2. The Rosetta Stone was the key to understanding what ancient writing system based on pictorial symbols.
I do actually know.
Yes, yellow. Hieroglyphics.
Oh, and Kata gets that one.
You know, she
This
wasn't
is your
on the team to
bonus.
begin with, and there was a little
During what
stipulation of
stage of
if she should be
development
allowed
do
to, but
insects
it was
undergo the
called through.
greatest metamorphosis?
I think Sam Buss was a little upset about that.
Yes, he was quite upset. But in the demanding sport of Quiz Bowl, you got to roll with the punches. Time winding down.
5 seconds.
Ooh.
Need
Should
an
have
answer?
a guess.
And
Don't.
no guess.
What was
Leaves
your
it tied at 10.
pupa stage is correct.
They
Oh,
got it
she
right.
gives it to her after the time limit.
She said pupa stage, I don't know. Okay, toss-up
Well,
number 3.
They go up by 5.
Which JCC student qualified for
Maybe a school
nationals
question?
for state FBLA?
Oh.
At state FBLA. Haley Clark is correct.
And that is correct. Mrs. Hodges
did have a
on the end
question
there
about you,
with an
Haley.
answer.
Knew that one.
Okay, this is your
Up by
bonus.
5.
What city was the capital of Germany until the end of World War II?
Ooh.
They look a little confused on this one.
Yeah, they're communicating.
Berlin is correct.
And a
and they-
good answer. They get it correct. Moving up by 10.
Toss-up number 4. What is the title of a law enforcement officer whose main duties include arresting poachers, checking hunting,
I
and
believe I know this.
game warden is correct.
And Tyler gets it correct. That's a good answer.
This is your bonus. Hiccups result from involuntary spasms of what dome-shaped muscle
this as
at the
well.
bottom of your chest?
They're a quite good science team. You're hoping they'll get it right.
Diaphragm is
And
correct.
they do. Moving 25 up
That was
on
quite
the
Okay,
an
3
easy
and
question.
Quite an easy question.
Toss-up number 5. About 99% of sweat is composed of what? Salt is not correct. Water is correct.
Sam is wishing he could get that one back, as it was quite an easy question.
But Cheshire gets it on the other side.
That brings the three amigos a little bit closer.
Okay, this is your bonus. When she was writing, or when she was sitting writing the Diary of a Young Girl, Anne Frank was in what country? The Netherlands is correct.
And that's a good favorite towards Alinda.
Yep.
Toss-up
That is
number
her home
6.
country.
What
And her parents are
device
actually here today.
uses
Yes, they are.
atmospheric pressure
Good to see that.
Yes.
Quick buzz from Connor.
Barometer is not correct. Uses atmospheric pressure to temporarily
Have a
move
chance
liquid
to
uphill
tie or
from
even
one
take the lead.
reservoir before moving it to a lower one.
appear confused.
Time.
Still down by
Audience,
10 after
anybody
that
know what
trick
that is?
question.
A device uses atmospheric pressure to temporarily move a liquid uphill from one reservoir to moving to another one. Like a gas tank to a different gas tank. Anybody? Simon? Siphon.
Oh.
Simon gets it correct, earning himself a snack.
Toss up number 7. There are more planes in the ocean compared to submarines in the sky.
Easy one there. Sam slightly redeeming himself
Chandler
for
told
his
me
early
that joke a
failure.
couple weeks ago. Your bonus. Chloroplasts contain what pigment essential for photosynthesis?
This is an easy one for the science
Chlorophyll.
nerds. And they nailed it. Up by
Oh,
25.
Mrs. Hodges would get that one right. Toss up number 8.
Mr. Lester struggling.
Which JCC student received a gold rating at the ECNC art show?
Oh, wow.
Jazzy was not it.
I believe I know, actually.
Yes? Sailor? No.
Goes to the audience.
Carrie? Ashley did for her wolf.
Carrie gets that one.
You know, I did not know that one.
I actually didn't either. But good for her. Very
Toss
proud
up
of her
number
school
9.
accomplishments.
You are driving along a highway at a good clip when you hit a puddle on the road and suddenly find yourself unable, yes, hydroplaning.
Great answer
Answers
there.
that one
This
quick.
is your
Very
bonus.
quick. They
The
could move to
name
within
of
10
what
if they
African
get this bonus.
republic was inspired by its once thriving trade in elephant tusk?
They appear confused.
They all seem to be looking at Mr. Reisner.
They do. Time is getting low.
5 seconds.
An answer hopefully coming shortly.
Zimbabwe is not correct. Audience.
Goes to the audience.
The tusk, yes. Ivory Coast. Toss up number 10. A
3 questions
spike
left.
is most similar
one
to
question
what
game,
simple
though.
machine?
Yes, it is.
Yes. That is not what they have.
This seems like an easy question, but
Yes? No? Audience?
Both get it wrong. Now we're
Sean?
to the audience.
Wedge.
and there it is.
Golden.
Toss up number 11.
questions
Condors are
remain.
members of what family of large birds that live on the carrion?
Avian assassin should get this one.
Condors are members of what
You would hope
family
so,
of
but
large
they don't
birds?
appear to know. Kind of good.
Yes? Not dodo bird.
I do love a good dodo bird, though.
They're quite interesting.
They are very interesting.
Vultures is correct.
And she
Ooh.
gets it right.
This could put
Okay,
up
this
tie.
is your bonus.
This could tie.
In vision testing, the drops used for dilation affect what part of the eye?
They-
Shut up.
Pupil is correct.
We had another audience.
Yes, we asked that
Okay.
the audience
This
doesn't have
is
y'all the
toss
answer,
up
but
number
sometimes
12.
they do not behave
Last
accordingly.
toss up question.
Last question, all tied at
Tiebreaker.
55.
What is the name of Mrs. Reuter's daughter?
Oh.
Oh, wow. Mrs. Hodges buzzes.
Uh-oh.
I need
And
an
doesn't
answer.
know.
I'm sorry, but no.
They don't know.
They don't know either, it appears.
Yes?
We have a buzz. No one gets it right. We go to the audience. We will go to an extra question. Sudden
Kayla
death.
is correct. Okay, so this will be a sudden death.
Who gets this question
1
wins
ounce
the match and goes
of
to the
what
championship.
element can be drawn out
This is
to a
very cool.
distance of 43 miles, making it the most ductile of all elements?
Most ductile. We have kind of buzzes.
Yes. Copper is not correct.
Ooh. It goes to them. They don't appear to know, but we will see.
Yes.
buzz?
Mercury is not correct.
guess.
Audience,
Looks like
anybody
we'll go
know
back
an
to another
element?
tiebreaker.
Yep.
Vanessa? Logan? Gold is correct. Okay. Next tiebreaker
Logan Ashman gets that
question.
one.
How many days are in a fortnight?
Oh, I do know this.
How many
believe it or
days
not.
are in a fortnight? Yes? 14 is correct.
And Sam finishes it. The Avian Assassins move on to the championship. A great fight, however, put up by the three amigos. Love to see it. We will see you in the championship with the Avian Assassins versus the Golden
The Golden
Boys.
Boys versus the Avian Assassins. I'm going to ask some audience questions real quick here. Is it? Okay, I'm just going to ask some audience questions, okay? Let's see here. In 1908, the Boy Scout movement began in what European country? What European country do you think Boy Scouts started in? Rodrigo? What country is London in? Dalton? What? England is correct. Coral in the Bermuda Islands can only grow that far north due to the warm water of what current? What current? Nobody? Jack? The Gulf current, or the Gulf Stream, yeah. I'll take that. Whose room in the high school class, or whose high school classroom is room 101? Does anybody know who's 101? It's not me, John. What, Sam? No? Oh, yes. It is not Mr. Lester. It is not Mr. Coakley. Mr. Dorn or Mrs. Fricky. It's the music room. Okay, a few more questions here. What is the square of 1/6? What is 1/6 squared? Devin? 1/36. Which college team won the national football title this year? John? Clemson. In 1960, scientists developed what device that produces an intense beam of light that remains straight, narrow, and concentrated even after it has traveled thousands of miles? Colton? Laser is correct. What word meaning transmissible completes this line? Enthusiasm like measles, mumps, and the common cold is highly, Jason, contagious. Okay, we're going to get ready for our final round here. We need the Golden Boys down here.
We have an incredible championship matchup here between the Avian Assassins and the crowd favorites, the Golden Boys. Should be a very good game. Joined once again by Andrew.
I just see the Golden Boys getting led by Mr. Swanson again.
Mr. Swanson is very quick and very knowledgeable. That's a tough combination when it
Okay,
comes
this
to
is
Quiz
the
Bowl.
championship round.
we
Now, if we get through this and everybody's quiet, we get out of school a little bit early. But a reminder, please make sure you pick up your trash. There's a trash can down over here. So at the end, please make sure you pick up all your trash, even your neighbor's trash. What? You can't pick up. They don't fit in the trash can anyway. There's some trash talk going on over here, just in case you guys know. I can't tell you that.
I can't pick up the other team.
You can't put the trash away.
Connor, you good? Sam?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Toss up number 1.
See who
Since
starts us off.
ancient times, society in India has been divided into social ranks called what? Yes, yellow? Caste. The caste system.
Exactly what
Swanson.
we expected.
This is your bonus. Name the opening where a river empties into a large body of
This
water.
is quite an easy one. But it's
Just talking it over.
yeah. It's a great part about bonus. You get the ability to communicate with your teammates. Time running out though.
5 seconds. Mouth is correct.
And Mr. Swanson once again.
Yeah.
Up by 15
Toss up
early.
number 2.
We'll see what the Avian
Named
Assassins
for a
can do.
color, what type of renewable energy is produced? Green
He
energy.
strikes again.
He does. Very quick.
Doesn't even have to finish the whole question.
Nope,
See, he has a
almost
different
never.
buzzer, and he's still fast. Okay.
Chance to go up by
This
30
is
with
your
this
bonus.
bonus.
Noise pollution is measured using what unit of sound?
Expect him to get this.
Decibel.
And
is
they
correct.
get it.
And they do.
Up
Going
by
up by
30.
30.
Okay, toss up number 3.
We'll see if the tide will change
The
for the Avian
4
Assassins.
great
really need
inventions
something
of
there.
ancient
Yes, they do.
China include
Still early,
paper,
though.
printing, the compass, and what combustible mixture of sulfur?
Mr. Swanson
Gunpowder.
again, and he gets it.
He is too quick.
He has now answered the first
You
3
get a math bonus.
and a math bonus. Looking to make it 45 after the first 3 questions. We'll see if they can.
What
Come
is
through.
x if the product of 3 and the quantity of x plus 6 equals 20? So we're taking 3 times the quantity of x plus 6 and it equals 20. What is the value of x?
Mr. Swanson furiously working this math problem out. They do have a pretty strong math crew over there, but they don't appear to know the answer, Andrew.
It's
Very surprising.
5 seconds.
Time running out. Need an answer.
2/3 is correct.
And
Oh,
they still
they
get
pull
it
it
just
off.
in the nick of time, making it 0 to 45. Yeah,
This
probably.
is a math toss-up.
A math toss.
If Mr. Yang has 50 yen, which is 8 yen more than twice what Mr. Yin has, Mr. Yin has how many yen? Yes,
A quick answer.
21.
And he nails it.
just on top of
That
it.
was a tough one. I will not lie.
The Avian Assassins really need to answer one.
They-
Okay, this is your bonus.
I believe
what
last year there was
war
their team
to
that
end
won.
all
I believe
wars
it was
ended
too.
in 1919?
This, once again, an easy question. You expect them to get this. And they
World
do.
War I is correct.
Making it 0 to 60. A
Toss
lot of
up
quiz
number
bowl
5.
left, but
Haitians celebrate Discovery Day every December 5th, commemorating whose, yes, Pearl Harbor's not correct,
Ooh,
whose
one
15th
wrong,
century
but-
landing in Hispaniola. So we're
Doesn't look like
finding
the Avian
a
Assassins are gonna
person,
get this.
or
Good, good.
Haitians celebrate Discovery
We'll
Day
see, though.
every December 5th,
have a lucky
commemorating
guess.
whose 15th century landing on Hispaniola.
Sam looking at his favorite commentators as if
Yes.
we know the answer.
Christopher Columbus is correct.
And they nail it.
Connor gets it.
This is your bonus.
Good to see some
What
points up on the
is
other
the
side.
title
It is.
of, let's see, what is the title of the one member of the president's cabinet who does not have the title that includes secretary?
This is tough.
This is a tough one.
I don't know that the Avian Assassins know it.
They look to be confused.
They
Vice
give an answer?
President is not
Not
in the
correct.
cabinet.
It'll go to the audience.
Audience? Mr. Collin? Attorney General is correct. How
Wow.
did you get
Coach
that?
Collin gets that one.
I wish I could say I was
Toss-up
happy
number
for him.
6.
We hit
What
the halfway
date
question.
is Pi Day celebrated? March 14th, which
Wow.
is Mr. Swanson's birthday.
Sam with a quick buzz and a quick trivia fact.
Wait.
Mr. Swanson, also Pi Day's birthday.
What eye disorder is your bonus? What eye disorder is usually caused by an irregular cornea?
You know, Connor is colorblind, if that's
He
the
is.
answer.
Astigmatism
But
is
it is
correct.
not. But they get it
They
right.
get it right anyway.
Okay, this
Score
is
now
toss-up number
25
7.
to 60. The Golden Boys well ahead still.
What
but
simple machine
Avian
is
Assassins making a
incorporated
comeback.
into such devices as an electric fan, a motor, a merry-go-round, yes, screw is not correct, and a
Ooh.
revolving
good
door?
guess.
Yes. Pulley is not correct.
Goes
Audience?
to the audience.
Or behind, think, a wheel. Wheel and
And she
axle.
nails it. Good answer there from the audience.
Okay, toss-up number 8. Partly because he was an adult victim of this disease, then known as infantile paralysis, what U.S. president founded
I do know this.
FDR, founded
Sam
the March of Dimes?
just learned that in American history.
That is 3 questions back to back answered.
This is your
That's true, they're
bonus.
making a
What
run.
kind of
Make it a 20-point game
ursine,
here.
Ursine, can swim averaging 6 miles per hour in seawater at sub-zero temperature for hundreds of miles?
Looks like they're trying to decide between a couple of answers.
Whale is not correct.
not get it.
Audience?
They're not correct.
Tyler? Polar bear is correct.
Only down by 25 though, with
Toss-up number 9.
4 questions
Which
remaining.
mineral-rich and overly salty sea is located in the Great Rift? Yes. The Dead Sea is
Mr.
correct.
Swanson comes right back.
Yep, that was quick. It appears the Avian Assassins knew it too.
This
Yeah.
is your
Mr.
bonus.
Swanson just a little
In
quicker.
1836, shh, please. In 1836, who was selected to be the commander-in-chief of the Texas Army?
They don't seem to know it.
Yeah, disgusting though. Time running out.
5 seconds.
Need an answer.
Austin is not correct. Audience, anybody know any famous Texans? Maybe a city's named after them? Madeline? Sam Houston. Okay, this is a math toss-up. Toss-up number 10. You can do it. If 4
3
people can wax a gym floor in 3 hours, how long would it take 6 equally skilled people to complete the job?
That's easy.
Yes,
Sam gets it.
2 hours is correct.
I don't believe they can't
This
come back
is your
from this, can they?
bonus. What element completes this
they could.
pun by the chemistry
Oh, yeah, they
cap?
could.
I can
get
almost
all 3
remember
right.
that
Yep.
chemistry joke. It's right on the tip of my tungsten is correct.
And they move to 20 points behind. 2 questions remaining.
Toss
I
up
believe.
number 11. In what kind of aircraft do the wings travel faster than the fuselage? Yes. Helicopter
Mr.
is correct.
Swanson gets in.
That puts it out of reach.
This is your bonus.
Unless they- oh,
What
yeah,
is
that
the
puts it away.
term
Yep.
for a cone with a polygonal base?
The Avon Assistants did put up quite a fight, though.
Pyramid
good
is
match.
correct.
It was a very good match. And they
Okay,
get their
this
bonus.
is
One
the
last question
last
remaining on the
toss-up.
day.
Just for fun here.
Which teacher has taught in this building the longest?
And Mr. Swanson buzzes.
Mr. Dorn is correct.
And nails it.
And this is your bonus.
This to get to 100.
Continental polar air masses commonly enter the U.S. during the winter when narrow, fast-flowing air current dips southward. What is the name of that that dips southward? The jet stream is correct.
And they
And
get
they
100
get it.
back to back.
Making
Okay,
it
the
50
Golden
to
Boys
100.
are our winners.
The Golden Boys, your champions. We want to thank you for joining us today for the Intraschool Quiz Bowl team. Great job by everyone and everyone who participated.
Okay,
was.
make
Thank you for
sure
joining
your
us.
trash gets picked up. I will not be happy if I have to pick up your trash again. Mr. Swanson will probably need it.